Do you want to know why you tend to lash out at people? Yes, it's because you're angry. But it's not because you're angry at them. It's because you're angry at yourself. Yes, of course you are angry at them because they probably did something to you or told you something that it's not good. Maybe they didn't treat you properly, etc. So yes, you're angry at them. But deep down, you are angry at yourself. That's why you get so feared up and you get so fired up and you get so angry and you get so mad and you tend to lash out at people, especially at men if you in relationships or in dating. And it's because deep down you're angry at yourself. You're angry at yourself because you lack boundaries and you lack standards and you lack boundaries and you accepted lots of things that were not good for you. Someone pushed you into doing something, you said yes. Maybe even you didn't like it, or you felt like deep down this is not what I want to do, but you said yes. Or you're dating someone that he doesn't communicate properly, but you still go on a date and you say nothing and you ask for nothing. And this is not just on a dating, but in relationships in general, in friendships, in work, in your business, with clients, etc. You let people use you, and because you lack those boundaries, because you're not standing up for yourself, because you're not putting yourself first, right? And a lot of women think that doing this, it's being in a soft feminine energy. That's not what soft feminine energy is. That's wounded feminine energy. That's wounded. That's you and your wounded self, right? Because that's being a doormat. That's not having self-respect, not having self-worth, right? That's not soft at all. That's just lack of boundaries, lack of standards. Because a woman in a real soft feminine energy, she has high standards, she has boundaries. She puts those boundaries. She says no. She is in touch with her feelings and she knows what she feels. She knows what she wants. She doesn't accept anything that it's not what it's right for her, what is her truth, right? So she says no. She has no problems in saying no. So she never gets to that point of lashing out at people because she doesn't care. She got into a place of unbotheredness and she doesn't care. What I mean doesn't care is that if someone is doing something that is not good for her, she just removes herself, right? Or she puts her boundaries, and if her boundaries are not respected, she's not listened to, without having to shout, without having to lash out, without having to argue, without having to convince someone. She doesn't do any of that. She puts her boundaries. She says, expresses how she feels, what she wants. And if she's not listened to, she just removes herself with no lashing out, no arguing, no trying to convince anyone, right? She just says no, thank you. And she removes herself. That's what being soft is in your soft feminine energy, because you're so strong on the inside. You are so confident in who you are and what you want and what is best for you, that you don't feel the need to argue with people who don't see you, people who don't respect you. So a woman in her true power, feminine power, she's soft because she's strong on the inside. So she doesn't need to be strong on the outside. She doesn't need to shout and to be heard. She doesn't need to lash out so people listen to her. No, she doesn't need that. She has no need to put her armor and go to war and fight with people, right? Because she's strong on the inside and her energy is enough. And if it's not respected, she removes herself. So that's very different. It's very different, being a soft, feminine woman. It's not about being submissive and accept anything and put everyone before me and being a doormat. And no, it's the opposite. It's being in a true feminine power and stand tall in who you are and only accept the best for you.